Thank you very much, Rich. All right, so do you think you can get financially healthy in 2 days? I'm going to say yes. New York Times best-selling author Steve and Annette Economides says, give them 48 hours and you'll be headed on the right track. And I absolutely believe this, and you guys are showing me some of the things, and I guess the big trick is to really stick with it, huh?
Absolutely, yes.
Yeah.
Consistency and persistence, but it's not that hard. And we'll show you some of the things that we do and some of the things we've accomplished by spending 48 hours dealing with finances.
Okay, what's the first thing you look at?
Well, first off, let's set a picture. Successful businesses, they turn a profit. How do they turn a profit? Because they manage their money. They have a system for managing it. Well, 82% of families, according to a Bankrate survey, do not have a written budget. They keep it in their head, if they keep it at all, and that's a recipe for failure.
And 50% of all families are living paycheck to paycheck. Another stat says 60% of all families don't have money for a minor emergency, like a trip to the emergency room or a doctor visit.
Got new tire or something like that.
Right,
Those
so
can
we're
really
in
get
serious
you.
trouble today.
But that sounds dismal. There's hope. There's financial hope. We're actually doing a conference next week and about it, but let's talk about the simplest way to get your finances in order, and that is a budget. But we aren't even talking about a written budget. We're talking about protecting your fixed expenses by managing your variable expenses. Now, most people will overspend in the area of food, clothes, and recreation. So what we recommend is take the simplest budget system out there. Take your paycheck, set a fixed amount for those things, and say put $50 in your food envelope.
Now, you're talking about literally having envelopes.
Physical
with
Literally.
Okay.
Now,
To start,
we
yes.
started doing this when we were first married, and on $838 a month take home, within a few months, we had $2,000 saved in our cash envelope.
Now, see,
this
to me,
works.
splitting that up in 20 across the board, especially with a family with three boys, I would say almost $20 is too much for recreation. How do you know how much to put in each?
Oh,
Over
good
time, you'll
question.
figure it out.
Yes.
You'll come up with your numbers that work for you. But the goal here is to protect your car payment, your mortgage, your insurance money. And this works because you're not going to overspend on insurance, but you could overspend.
And Ryan,
on
this book goes into detail, obviously. But one of the things I want to say this morning is, if I could tell you that you could have $5,000 in your checking account at all times as a balance, would you like that?
I would love that.
Okay, well, we're going to show you how to do that. And really, the truth is, there's things that happen on an irregular basis that take people by surprise, that mean that they have to put emergencies on credit cards. Things like vacations, back to school, car repairs, the holidays. And we want to show you, and this will show you, how you don't have to live that way.
Here's the 48 hours. On the 1st and the 15th of the month, this is our cycle. Annette and I sit down and we spend 2 hours. The time it would take you to watch a movie, we sit and review our finances. We call it a budget meeting. And we've been doing that since we were first married in 1982, and because of that, we've done some phenomenal things. But just 2 hours, twice a month, 48 hours a year, focused on your finances, you will eliminate debt, you'll save money, it'll be a phenomenal thing.
And this will never get you into trouble with digital breaches.
Oh, that's right.
Right?
Because
It's
we do
secure.
it on paper, it's totally secure.
It's secure.
Gotcha.
Okay, so we're going to talk about the things that really we've accomplished. We've survived layoffs. We've survived 50% drops in income. We've survived...
Four surgeries for our daughter in 1 year, and that was a huge amount of medical bills, but because we had a system for managing the money, we were okay.
And the economic crash of 2008 didn't affect us.
And our kids went to college without any loans.
What about kids? How do you start budgeting for them, or how do you get them into budgeting?
Okay, we have 5 kids, and normally parents spend money on things like toys, clothes,
Absolutely, yeah.
activities, movies. Okay, so we're saying take the money you're normally spending on your kids and turn it into investment.
Right, in other words, we said, we're spending this much money on our kids, we're gonna give them the opportunity to earn a smaller portion of it and manage it themselves.
Now, do you eliminate toys altogether, or you
Absolutely
just
not.
cut it down?
No, the hope is that what you're going to do is you're going to teach them to earn their own money so they buy their
So
toys.
they earn points every week based on certain criteria we set, and parents can set whatever they want, but we focused on attitude, and we focused on chores, and we focused on doing extra things around the house. Every week on Sunday, we'd have payday. They'd earn money, but they had to do certain things with that money. They had to put some in charitable giving, they had to save 20%, and they could spend 70%.
Gotcha.
Eventually, they started buying their own clothes. It just is a system that worked because we want them to start carrying the weight of financial responsibility at an age-appropriate level.
I was going to say, at what age do you start doing this?
You can start at 3 years old teaching them to pick up their toys.
On how responsible they
Right.
are.
No, you're going to teach them to be responsible. Pets don't teach kids to be responsible. Parents do.
In the end, our kids ended up buying their own cars for cash, paying for college, buying their own clothes. It just is an unbelievable thing.